What's up, man?
Hey, congratulations on the Pro Bowl. What does that mean to you, being selected?
It's awesome. As a kid, I playing football, man. When I first started playing football, that's one of the first things I started watching was the Pro Bowl. Seeing all the legends, seeing all the type of guys, Sean Taylor, seeing all these guys, seeing Sean Taylor knock the stuff out of a punter, stuff like that. It just brings back so many special memories, and to be selected is an honor for my peers and my coaches and my teammates. It's just a huge honor, man. Something I look forward to. But we got bigger goals, man. We seeing ourselves going somewhere else in Florida. So hopefully that's what the goal is, and that's where I'm laying my head at.
Greg, it's been a crazy last couple of weeks for you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling well. Was sick a few weeks ago. It was a battle, but today, thanking God, feel well, feeling much better. Just ready to go out there, man. Been out here all week with my teammates for the first time in the last 3 weeks or something like that. So just thankful, I'm able to get back out there, be back in meetings, be around my teammates more, and play some football. Not have to worry about stuff like that.
Sorry, to put on more weight after losing as much.
Oh yeah, I've been eating. I haven't threw up, so I haven't threw up in 2.5 weeks. So that's good. That's a good sign, and everything's sticking now. To answer your question.
What's the food of choice as you're trying to gain back what reportedly like 20 pounds? Like, how do you go about eating?
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get 20 in, but it's about 5, 10. A lot of potatoes. I don't really eat steak. I don't really eat red meats like that. I don't really eat steak or pork. A lot of chickens, a lot of fish, but a lot of potatoes right about now.
Did you see any upside from the last couple of weeks from maybe playing at a lower weight?
You said what?
Have you seen any upside, with playing at a lower weight the last couple of weeks, speed-wise or anything?
Not really. Sometimes, people don't understand you stronger sometimes when you put on more weight and you faster. You're able to sprint through that, through that fatigue and stuff like that, battle the fatigue better. The one thing about having more weight on with me is just, it's my energy, my energy level. I can play more snaps. Of course, I got more to hold on to, more sand in my ass and stuff like that. Yeah.
Can you be more specific about what the problem was the last couple of weeks?
Basically, if you know anything about, gastro specialist, basically, gastrointestinal specialist to be exact, I had an appendectomy a few years ago, basically, to help that out. And basically, it just got all inflamed, and messed around, turned in, went from me being just regularly sick, with some type of stomach virus to, multiple things happening, and then just, how it is. Once one thing happens, it's like a trickle effect, and everything just started happening bad at once.
Do you know what brought that on? I mean, something you ate? Or?
I'm not sure. It can be, usually it's stuff that triggers, the inflammation of my insides is stuff I eat. It's usually with stuff I eat, whether it's too hot or too spicy. It's stuff like that.
So is your understanding that you could be dealing with this again at some point? Or
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I left that up to my doctors. Haven't dealt with something like this in a few years. Last time I was with the Seahawks a few years ago. So, just constantly, it's something that I'm constantly going in and trying to find out more information about. I'm not the specialist and I ain't go to school for it. I can just trust my doctors and the team doctors around me, man.
And then have they told you to, you mentioned the spicy food. Do you have to do certain things now to make sure that doesn't come back?
I'm just following the script and the plan right now. I'm on a good diet, you know what I mean? I'm eating all the right stuff, and, it's just leading me in the right direction. It's allowing me to put weight back on, allowing me to stay full, allowing me to be satisfied as the eater, so I'm thankful either way it goes.
So you had a problem with this back when you played in Seattle?
Yeah, I had a problem with it. It's just, it was weird at first because we couldn't really put a finger on it at first. It was just like, dang, am I sick or, does my stomach bother me? But then, as we start understanding what it's like, yeah, he had surgery, he had an appendectomy. When you take a part of the stomach out, you might expect some stuff to happen, in the future. So that's just what happens sometimes, and I understand that fully. It's something I got to fight through, and I fought through it, and I'm to this point now where I'm smiling. So yeah, it's great.
Frank, because of the illness, the snaps were a little bit limited in the injury. You mentioned that you got fairly aggravated with that. Just what was that like, realizing, okay, you have this mentality where you want to be out there,
Yeah.
but it was just tough that you couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I was pissed off, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I love football, and especially in that type of states, where it's a, it's a very emotional game. We playing out there against a The Patriots defending champs and stuff like that. So it's like, the one thing I want to see myself do is make as many plays as I can to help my team as much as I can. So, when I seen a few things happening on the defensive side of the ball where they was marching down the field and they was scoring and the edge wasn't getting set, I take that, as a offense where I'm the edge setter and nobody runs the ball to my side. So at the end of the day, I want to be out there setting the edge, and he made it happen,
What are your thoughts about Terrell Suggs coming to Kansas City?
And I'm so thankful. That's one of the reasons why I honestly wear 55. He was one of my favorite players growing up, and that's watching pass rushers. If you know anything about those early 2000 Baltimore Ravens defense. My college coach, Greg Madison, was actually the defensive coordinator back in those days, so he had a great relationship with Terrell, and he used to tell me about Terrell all the time in Michigan. Back in my Michigan days, if you want to do right, if you want to, be somewhere special in life, like T. Sizzle and like all these lists of people he was coaching at the time, you're going to do it the right way. You can do it like this guy, or you can, do it like this guy. So I've been new T, had knowledge of him, and now just, getting him at this part, in my career, and, I'm just ready and eager to pick his brain.
Tyron said that Terrell Suggs brings a championship swagger to this defense. What do you think?
T said it, championship swagger. Me, I just say, I say a lot of people one-on-one. He's a one-on-one. He's in his own field, in his own playing, field. So, having a guy like that on the opposite side of me, man, it'll cause some havoc.
Frank, you talk about your passion. Spags was in here earlier talking about the passion that Terrell plays with. What similarities do you see between the two of you, not only on the field, but also in the way you approach the game?
Yeah, I'm just eager to see, like that same passion. Like Spags was around him before. They was around each other in Baltimore, I believe. And so he knows on the field. I don't know on the field. You know what I mean? I know the type of passion I play with. I play with fire. I don't really care about a lot of things but making the play and winning. So it's like if that's all he cares about, then, we're going to be good friends out there.
Couple more, guys.
How old were you when you had that happen, Jack?
I was actually, what was that, 2016? It might have been 16 or 17.
Issues with the Seahawks, that's when you actually had the surgery.
Yeah.
So much of the offseason was about you and Tyron being sort of the next guys to sort of usher in this defense. First year with him, just what have you seen from Tyron that's impressed you the most, and what's it been like to play with him, whether he's near the line of scrimmage or playing back on the deep end?
I just seen someone who talks and trusts in his ability, and it shows, more than people ever will realize. Everything that he does and everything that he says, he speaks it into existence. It's almost like, the gospel he speaks, everybody, I love, reading his tweets. I love, hearing him speak to us on Sundays because it's a different type of motivation. He's going to bring the best out of everyone around us. Whether you're a first-year guy or a fifth-year guy, whether you're Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, whoever knows. He's a motivator. And, when you got one of those type of leaders in the locker room, it's not just about a defensive person. It's not just about him being on defense. He's going to motivate the whole team. I'm sure he's motivating QB1. I'm sure he's motivating the cheetah. I'm sure he's motivating, the coaches to coach better, and I just feel like, having a guy like that around, I feel like he deserves more credit. And I feel like his time is coming for sure for that.
We'll go Adam and then Harold.
Have you ever played with a teammate that when he talked, everybody kind of listened, like you say? Like everybody sort of listens in?
He one of the first, honestly. I've played with some great teammates, honestly, man. Guys listen, too. I played with Richard Sherman. I played with Cam Chancellor. But he has the likes of, when Cam talked, everybody listened. That was, the enforcer. And when T talked, that's a honey badger. Everybody listens as well.
Harold, last one.
Going back to Suggs, Steve Spagnuolo said he brings a spiral notebook back to lessons. And what do you see on him just in the little time you've been with him that makes you say, oh, this guy's very meticulous at his craft, and can you take anything from that?
Yeah, it's just a testament to things I said a few weeks ago about how I study, how I keep notebooks, how I keep a spiral notebook. How I don't believe in, the new digital thing, how guys do it. It just shows, I kind of smile when I see them doing it. Because it reassured me that I was following the right people and I was doing it the right way, and it's just a different way. Just seeing him do it is I'm thankful to know that he's still on his studies like that. You see a lot of vets, they get to this point, they don't have notebooks, they lazy in meetings, they not really attentive. And one thing he's been ever since he's been here is attentive, ready to learn. Like it's day one, like he's a rookie or something out there, and I know he's just ready to burst open on Sundays.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks, Frank.
I appreciate y'all, man.